With the version 1.2 livestream, there is a lot to talk about, whether it be the brand new characters that are coming out, which are Blade and Kafka, or the existing modes getting updates to what they have already, or brand new events, or brand new story. Yeah, there is a lot coming in version 1.2, but let's go ahead and start talking about the characters, and we'll get into what's going to be coming in version 1.2, all the events, all the new story, all the new relics, all the new planar ornaments. Yeah, they dropped basically everything when it came to this stream. So for the most part, the first banner is going to be Blade, and he is going to be accompanied by Arlen, Sushang, and Natasha. Now this banner looks pretty nice. The only problem is Arlen is on it, and for the most part, if you're summoning for Blade, you're basically going to be getting in Arlen just a win version of him, because they both kind of follow the same premise of their same mechanic, which is HP sacrificing. And then for Kafka's banner, which is going to be the second banner, is going to be Luca, Sampo, and Servo. Now this by far is one of the better value banners for sure, just because this is basically setting up Kafka's team in her own banner besides the healer or shielder. Luca is going to be a bleed dot type character, Sampo is going to be increasing the damage on dots, and Servo can add shock just like Kafka, which is a dot as well. Yeah, this banner is absolutely cracked. But going back to Blade, yes, he is going to be an HP sacrificing character, basically allowing him to get follow-up attacks, getting more damage, getting all his stuff that he needs to do a fat ton of damage to a wide spread of enemies. This is going to be very exciting when it comes to how he's going to play. Now you do need that nice healer with him just so that he doesn't get below a certain amount of HP, so that he can take a little bit of hits before he ends up dying. And for Kafka, well, she's going to be fleshing out a brand new gameplay style, which is going to be centered around dots. She's going to be able to add shock on her follow-up attacks and her ultimate, and with her skill in her ultimate, she's able to automatically trigger these dots, letting you not have to wait all the way up until the end of the round so that the dots actually proc. So being able to do this multiple times, and especially if you have characters like Sampo, maybe other characters that inflict bleed or burn, yeah, this is going to take a heavy toll on the enemy's life bar without even having to worry about breaking the shield. So yes, Blade and Kafka look very exciting, look very fun. They're going to be bringing two brand new playstyles, which are going to help make the game feel so fresh, making a lot of people have so much fun when it comes to clearing out enemies, whether it be in Memory of Chaos, the open world, all that type of stuff. But let's go ahead and talk about all the brand new things that they're going to be bringing in Honkai Star Rail with version 1.2. Now, of course, we already know they are bringing a brand new chapter to the story, which is going to be very exciting, including two new areas that we are going to be seeing as well. But we have a fat ton of events and a fat ton of new things that we got to talk about. Now for the first event is going to be the Tales of the Fantastic. This is going to be the trial event similar to the one that's in the REHOO space station, where you try out characters with certain effects on them, and this one's going to give us relic fragments and the tracks of destiny, so this is really nice. The next one we're going to be getting is a simulated universe update with a brand new world with brand new planar ornaments. So yes, this is going to be absolutely crazy, and we're also going to be getting a brand new copy of Herta as well, which I'm actually kind of excited for, because that means more Eidolons on the Herta, because she is listed as an event reward, so that's pretty cool. So eventually we will be able to E6 her, which is very exciting. Now for the next one is going to be a Belobog event, which is going to be giving us a resin remodeler. So yes, they're going to be dropping one basically every patch with alongside the battle pass one, so you are going to be getting two every patch, so you don't have to be as stingy with them. You don't have to save it as much as you would want to. Building out your character and building out that last piece, just go ahead and use your resin remodeler, because for the most part we are going to be getting two every patch, one through the battle pass and one through some random event. So this is really nice that they are keeping up with giving us one every other event, so this is really nice. The next one's going to be Where Are You Mystery Trotter, and this is going to be an event giving us a fat ton of resources, whether it be for XP for your light cones, for your characters, and also a track of destiny, and also relic XP as well. So overall, really good events when it comes to giving us a fat ton of resources, allowing us to actually get what we need to in order to build these new characters that we're going to be seeing coming out. Now, one thing that I'm going to be very excited for, and something I did not expect, is that we are going to be getting a new, I guess you could say, level tier maybe, when it comes to the Forgotten Hall. Not Memory of Chaos, but Forgotten Hall. The Forgotten Hall is going to get a Shinzo version of it, which is pretty exciting. And not only that, if you do beat the first stage of this Forgotten Hall update, you are going to be getting a free Yukong, which overall, this is amazing for free to play. This is amazing for anybody that has Yukong, because not only does it mean you get a free copy of her, this means you probably got an Eidolon for her, and her Eidolons make her pretty good. So this is all very exciting. But now the really exciting part and the not so exciting part is going to be the brand new relics. Now the planar ornaments are going to be very exciting, because for the most part both of these are pretty good, and I think these are going to work on a lot of different characters, but we just don't know who yet. Now for the two-piece set of one of them is going to be increased awareness crit rate, which is already strong. This is why I use Inner Cell Soto on so many different characters, because I think giving that crit rate, giving that crit damage is a very valuable resource, especially when it comes from an effect from your planar ornaments. But when the wearer's current crit rate is equal to or greater than a certain percentage, the wearer's basic attack and skill damage increase. Now for the most part, this is a really good planar ornament set. Now the only problem with it is that it's not buffing your ultimate, so you will see some damage loss on that. Now I'm pretty sure there are many characters that can fit this criteria where they really want to use basic attack and they really want to use their skill damage. For right now, I don't know 100% who would be the best on, because I do want to make sure that a lot of the ultimates in the game do a great amount of damage and basically are a primary source of a lot of characters' damage. So seeing who works with this is going to be very exciting. Now for the other planar ornament that we're going to be seeing, this is probably going to be one of the stronger ones and one of the more powerful ones in Simulated Universe, which is going to be increase the wearer's effect res, and when the effect res is equal to or greater than a certain percentage, all allies crit damage increases. I can see this being very, and I mean very strong on a lot of the support characters in the game, a lot of the healers, a lot of the shielders, because for the most part they do have effect res innately in them through trace nodes. And not only that, you will be getting them from substats. You kind of want this on your character so they don't get stunned, so they don't get debuffed to the point where they can't do anything, because having this happen to your shielder, having this happen to your healer so much in Memory of Chaos, especially the later floors, is going to be an absolute pain. So this is going to be a very strong one for sure. And not only that, you will be getting crit damage to all allies. We don't know how much yet, but overall this is going to be benefiting supports, healers, shielders by a crazy amount, and also benefiting your whole team with the crit damage increase. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a staple for a lot of support characters. Now for the new relic domain, we're going to be getting 2 new relic sets, of course, and for the 2-piece, for one of them is going to be increased max HP, and for the 4-piece is when you get hit or your HP is consumed, their crit rate increases for a certain number of turns, and this is stackable. Now for sure, this is basically Blade's signature relic set, just because it deals with getting hit, having your HP consumed, all this type of stuff. It's really great, and honestly it's just going to help him out a lot with building his character, just because you are getting that free innate crit rate, and you're also getting a bunch of max HP which he scales off of. So this is going to be very strong for Blade. And then not only that, we're going to be seeing one of the strongest support sets to date when it comes to having to level up your characters, because by far this is probably going to be lapping around Musketeer set just because of what it gives. For the 2-piece set, is going to be increasing speed. Now we don't know how much, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a sizable amount, just so that it can compete with other relics. And for the 4-piece set is going to be when the wearer uses their ultimate on an ally, including themselves, speed for all allies increases for a certain number of turns. Now by far this is already super duper strong. This can go on any support character by far. It can go on so many different debuffers, buffers, supports, shielders, all this type of stuff. It's just absolutely an amazing relic. Characters like Bronya, Tingyun, Asta, all these different characters are definitely going to be able to use this for sure, because a lot of their skills and ultimates and stuff like that don't really scale on attack, or they're pretty static and don't really matter, because for the most part Tingyun doesn't need so much attack to be able to buff. She has a max of 2.4k attack to get her max passive. Bronya has no scaling on her actual attack buff or damage buff. It's really only the crit damage that scales off itself. And then also Asta, well, she's going to be giving you advanced forwarding, she's going to give you speed with certain light cones, all that type of stuff. Yeah, this is going to be an absolutely amazing relic, and especially ones that you're going to be putting on basically all your supports, just because having that speed is going to get more DPS out, it's going to get you more skill points, is overall just an amazing investment to be able to put on your support characters. So other than that, we are also getting a new 10 pull, I guess you could say 7-day reset. So yes, we are getting a free multi at the start of the patch as well, and we are getting 2 times relics and 2 times planar ornaments. Yes, I said it, 2 times relics and 2 times planar ornaments as a separate event. Yeah, 1.2 just has so much, and I am very excited. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen once it actually drops, because man, I'm gonna be too excited to grind everything. But let me know what you're excited for, let me know what characters you're gonna summon for, all that type of stuff. But other than that, let me know what you think about 1.2, what you thought about the live stream. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one, and peace.